A very good evening to you. Thank you for keeping it Prime Edition here on KBC Channel 1. Time to get the latest in the world of business. My name is Betty Kiptum. Now, Kenya Airways says its 2022 full-year loss more than doubled to a record 38.3 billion shillings, eclipsing the record 36.2 billion shillings the carrier made for 2020. Kenya Airways blames the latest record loss to high fuel prices, financing costs, 4-day pilot strike and a weak shilling. As Hibaq Said narrates, the carrier's management is bullish that a partnership with South African Airlines would help fly it to profitability in the year 2025.
Kenya Airways has been loss-making over the last decade and relying on bailouts to keep its aircrafts in the air. The airline posted a record full-year loss of 36.2 billion shillings for 2020, blaming it on the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic that saw countries shut their airspaces, drastically reducing travel. The airline has surpassed that. For the financial year ending December 2022, KQ says its net loss was 38.2 billion shillings, which is more than double of the 15.9 billion shillings in losses that the carrier reported in 2021. Despite total income increasing 66.3% to 116.8 billion shillings, the carrier's operating costs increased 59.1% from 77 billion shillings to 122.4 billion shillings. Kenya Airways blames the increased costs to high fuel prices that pushed its fuel bill to 26.1 billion shillings. Due to unsteady and high fuel prices, Kenya Airways is considering going back to fuel hedging, noting that hedging would not go beyond 40% of the total fuel purchases and would be limited to a 12-month advance. In addition, the carrier says its higher operating costs were due to higher net finance costs at 23.3 billion shillings due to a weak shilling and overhead costs at 5 billion shillings, as well as the impact of the 4-day pilot strike in November. The carrier is optimistic of breaking even next year and flying back to profitability in the year 2025, powered by a deal with South African Airways and a restructuring of the company. Hibaq Said for Prime Edition.